In a vibrant village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a wealthy man with two sons. The elder was diligent and responsible, embodying the values his father cherished. The younger son, however, was restless and yearned for adventure beyond the comforts of home. One day the younger son approached his father with a bold request. "Father, I want my share of the inheritance now, rather than waiting for you to pass." It was an unconventional plea, but the father, loving and understanding, granted his son's wish, dividing his estate between them. "Younger son, father, I want my share of the inheritance now, rather than waiting for you to pass." Overflowing with newfound wealth, the younger son set out for a distant city. There he indulged in a whirlwind of extravagant parties and friendships that flourished as long as his money flowed. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. His funds dwindled as quickly as the fleeting pleasures they afforded him. Then a famine struck the land, and soon the young man found himself alone, hungry and destitute. With his pockets empty and his friends vanished, he took a job feeding pigs, their slop looking more appealing than the crumbs he could afford to eat. He remembered fondly the abundance of his father's house and felt a wave of regret wash over him. In his despair, the young man decided to return home. He rehearsed what he would say to his father. "I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired servants. Younger son, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired servants." As he approached the village, a heart heavy with shame, his father spotted him from a distance. The man's heart swelled with compassion. Without hesitation, he ran to his son, embracing him tightly. The young man began his rehearsed speech, but his father interrupted, calling for the best robe, a ring for his finger, and sandals for his feet. "Let's celebrate, for my son was lost and is found. He was dead and is alive again." The festivities began, laughter and music filling the air, but the elder son, working in the fields, heard the commotion and grew unsettled. When he learned of his brother's return and the grand celebration in his honor, he felt a surge of anger. He approached his father, frustration evident. "Elder son, all these years I have served you faithfully and never disobeyed your orders. Yet you never gave me a feast for my friends. But when this wayward son returns after squandering your wealth, you slaughter the fattened calf." "My dear son, you are always with me, and all that I have is yours. But we must celebrate and rejoice, for your brother was lost and now is found." In that moment, the elder son began to see his father's heart, a love that embraced both sons, each in their own journey. He realized that home was not just a place, but a bond of unconditional love. The night carried on with laughter, understanding, and the warmth of family, reminding everyone that forgiveness and love could mend even the deepest divides.